The United States of America is one of the most visited places in the world, from scenic natural beauty to amazing architectural wonders. The United States has it all. If you've ever thought of planning a trip to the US and making the itinerary by yourself, you probably would have become confused at some point. This is quite natural, considering the fact that the United States of America has 23 UNESCO World Heritage Sites and thousands of tourist attractions spread across the nation. If you're wondering which places are worth visiting and popular among tourists, you have come to the right video. Here's a list of the top 10 visited tourist attractions in the US. Make sure you watch this video to the end, as there's something interesting that awaits you. Number 10. Faneuil Hall Marketplace, Boston. Situated near the Government Center in Boston, Faneuil Hall is a buzzing marketplace with a lot to offer. Initially built in the 18th century, Faneuil Hall is not some ordinary shopping place. With a long history from being burnt down, rebuilt and remodeled, to being an important meeting place, Faneuil Hall today is one of the most visited places in the United States. With over 18 million visitors every year, there's a wide array of things you can do here, such as shopping, dining, and clubbing. They have some amazing food stalls too. So, if you're one of those people that enjoys street food more than fine dining restaurants, Quincy Market and Faneuil Hall is a must visit. It's on the famous Boston Freedom Trail, which also explains why so many visitors flock here every year. Apart from the marketplace around, you can also visit Faneuil Hall on the inside, where the National Park Service Rangers conduct 30-minute free tours. Number 9. Disneyland Resort, California. Disney Resort in Anaheim, California has two theme parks, Disneyland Park and Disneyland California Adventures. Dubbed as the happiest place on earth, Disneyland Resort is probably second only to Disney World in Florida. With an average footfall of 19 million people per year, this place ranks 9th in the list. There's so much you can do here irrespective of your age. In fact, this is one place where everybody becomes a child. From rides to parades, there's a lot to see and experience in this land of magic. If you've grown up watching iconic cartoons, such as Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, Disneyland will definitely make you relive your best childhood memories. This is the perfect place to visit with your family, or even your friends. And that's not all. They also have retail outlets where you can buy Disney merchandise. And if you're hungry and tired after experiencing the rides, you can have lunch at one of the lovely restaurants here. Number 8. Lincoln Park, Chicago. Lincoln Park in Chicago, the largest park in Chicago, Lincoln Park, attracts 20 million visitors every year. Lincoln Park has quite a colorful history, and it would probably be a great idea to take some guided history tours here. If you love being one with nature, Lincoln Park is an attraction you should not miss. With a museum, zoo, and a lake, there's plenty of places to visit in this community area. The beautiful landscape is also so bright to behold and makes the park a perfect place for a picnic. If you enjoy shopping, there are a number of boutiques you can visit. And don't worry about lunch. There are enticing eateries everywhere. Enticing actually is a euphemism for Alinea, one of the world's best restaurants situated here. It has a Michelin star rating of 3. Have you tried Alinea? Is it really as amazing and worth the money as the reviews state? Do mention your thoughts in the comments below. Number 7. Disney World, Florida. Duh. Finally coming to the happiest place on earth, Disney World, Florida. With more than 20 million visitors per year, Disney World is quite a popular tourist attraction in the US. One of the most fascinating places, Disney World has a lot of secrets too. For instance, there's a mesh underground tunnel here through which the employees are able to quickly travel across. If you're planning a trip to this place, ensure that you stay for at least 4 days, as there are a lot of themed parks inside and numerous other attractions worth experiencing. Another less known fact is that you can actually stay inside Cinderella Castle. However, this is something that isn't in your hands. If you are the lucky winner of the lottery, only then you can be able to stay in the Royal Palace. Number 6. Grand Central Terminal, New York. Featured in countless Hollywood movies, Grand Central Terminal has this enchanting vibe, which makes you feel like the main character in some film. About 21.6 million visitors flock here every year to visit the station, which has been designated as a National Historical Landmark. The royal and majestic architecture will surely leave you in awe. It is also the largest station in the world by area. If you're visiting New York, Manhattan is a place you surely won't miss. A piece of advice here: it's best to take a few trains and travel around like a local. Coming back to Grand Central, the station has 44 platforms and is spread over 49 acres. There's a Whisper Gallery in the station, situated near the popular Oyster Bar. On the 4th floor, there's a tennis club too. A lesser known fact: one of the clocks in the Express Concourse, or main concourse, is worth almost $20 million. Number 5. Golden Gate Park, San Francisco. It is the 3rd most visited park in the United States and has over 24 million visitors each year. 1,017 acres of lush meadows and picturesque lakes, Golden Gate is a captivating place for nature lovers. There are many recreational activities you can plan out here. Don't forget to check out their schedule of events and shows. If you want to try fishing, you can visit the Angler's Lodge here. There's a bison paddock and a flower conservatory here as well. There are many other points of attraction, such as a carousel and a Japanese tea garden. There are some tempting restaurants here, such as Park Chalet Coastal Beer Garden and Stowe Lake Boathouse Cafe. Number 4. Union Station, Washington, D.C. Not only a major transportation hub, but also a place for leisure and sightseeing. Union Station in Washington, D.C. sees footfall of 40 million visitors per year. If architecture interests you, then Union Station is not a place you'd want to miss. There are a lot of stores to shop from here, and it's quite close to the US Capitol building. So if you're planning a visit to the capital of America, Union Station deserves to be on your itinerary. Number 3. Las Vegas Strip, Nevada. If you're remotely even referring to some popular places in the US, and Las Vegas is not on your list, then the list is obviously incomplete. With a historic range of exotic and affluent hotels, resorts, and casinos, the Las Vegas Strip has been an all-time favorite location for shooting a number of Hollywood movie scenes. The glamour and glitz of the boulevard will only make you wish that you stayed there for a day longer. So it's no surprise that the Las Vegas Strip is visited by 42 million people each year. The Strip is 4.2 miles long, and if you decide to walk the entire route, it would take you about an hour and a half to cover the stretch. If you enjoy clubbing and nightlife, then Las Vegas is probably on your list already. But there's one more reason to go there: the Chandelier, one of the best bars in Las Vegas. The assortment of drinks offered here will give you a surreal experience. Number 2. Central Park, New York. The 5th largest park in New York, Central Park is visited by over 42 million people each year. Spanning over 843 acres, Central Park is an ideal location for a picnic in the busy city. With many activities to do, a day trip to the park will definitely be a fun-filled excursion. The park has 8 artificial lakes and ponds, in addition to the splendid landscaping, which was first done in the 1850s. There are events taking place here all year round, so be sure to check the schedule before visiting. What do you think is the most visited place in the US? It seems pretty obvious, doesn't it? Let's see whether you guessed it correctly. Number 1. Times Square, New York. A major tourist destination and entertainment center, Times Square is visited by over 50 million people every year. With neon advertisement billboards and iconic New Year's Eve celebrations, almost every traveler has an idea of what Times Square looks like without even visiting the place. Did you know that Times Square uses 161 megawatts of electricity every year? It is one of the most photographed locations in New York and an important commercial hub. If you've watched the video this far, here are some secrets that will make your trip to Times Square even more memorable. First is Jimmy's Corner, which was founded in 1971. If you're hard on cash, this is an affordable bar you can visit. If you're planning on visiting Times Square during New Year's Eve, do keep in mind that the confetti used has wishes written on them. You can write yours online on the wishing wall as well. Isn't that great? Which are some places in the US which you think should be on the list of most visited ones? Do mention them in the comments section below.